Hey everybody, again, sorry I'm not there today. We're going to make, we'll be back tomorrow. We are going to make some progress on your future planning project, and I'm going to do an example specifically of how to do this taxes slide on that future planning project. Also, I want to point out that you should, at the end of today, to stay on top of things, you should be done with slides 1 through 8, but you can skip slide 5 for today. So most of these are self-explanatory until you get to the taxes, and then there's some calculation that you actually need to learn how to do. So here's what the Desmos slide looks like. It's got all these calculations it asks you to do, and you have to put the answers in this box down here, but you're going to end up doing your calculations on a piece of scratch paper or on a whiteboard. I'm first going to look up my income tax. So I'm going to use, and this is a very rough estimate, but this website, NerdWallet, gives us some really big, large income tax brackets and some ways to estimate your taxes from these income tax brackets. So let's go there. It's a little slow. Give it a moment to load. Even if you're planning to get married, which you planned out in this project, you are going to decide, you're going to pretend you're a single filer for this purposes of this project. And then you're going to go down and you're going to find your projected yearly income, annual income from your job. And I'm going to just choose a annual income of 60,000. So somewhere in here between that 40,000 and the 86,000 mark. So I'm going to be in this bracket. And I can see that my taxes are 22%. And over here it says I'm going to pay $4,664 plus 22% of the amount over 40,525. So let's break that down and do some calculations based on it to see what that means. So I am first going to, here's the information I got directly from the website where it said 4,664 plus 22% of the amount over 40,525. And I'm just going to start filling in those numbers from the website. 4,664, 22%, 40,525. And my income that I chose for the project was 60,000. So now I need to calculate my annual income tax. And this is not so easy as the one single blank on your paper makes it sound. There's a lot of steps to this. So I'm going to demonstrate those steps. So that's what we're going to do here on number 3. And I'm going to start the calculations over here in purple. So the first thing I have to do is find out the amount over 40,525. So I'm going to calculate my amount over first. I'm going to take 60,000 and subtract 40,525. And that gives me, one moment, I've got a little cheat sheet here, 19,475. Use your calculator. Okay, so that's my amount over. Then I'm going to find 22% of that. So I'm going to take 0.22 and multiply it times 19,475. Okay. To get 22%, I get 4,284.5. Now, fun fact about doing your taxes, they don't care about the cents. They only care about the dollars. So the way you round when you're doing your taxes is you just take anything after the decimal point and you leave it off completely. So that's my amount over is going to be 4,284. So that's that 22%. So then it's 4,664 plus that. So I'm going to add those two together, 4,664 plus 4,284, and I get 8,948. And that is the total taxes that I'm going to owe. So that is my annual tax, my yearly tax. Now it wants me to calculate my annual income after tax. After tax means I'm just going to take away what I had to pay in taxes and find out what's left over, how much money I'm actually bringing home in my paycheck. So I'm just going to subtract my taxes from that 60,000. So 6,000 minus 8,948. And there I get 51,051. Where did I get that? 51,052 makes more sense there. Oops, that should be a 1. Okay, so I am bringing home 51,000, or sorry, where'd that number go? 51,052. Looks like I left off a 0 there. Must have been when I was erasing. And $52. Now I want to find out what I'm making monthly. So I'm going to take how much I'm making in a year and divide it by 12. So finally, I'm going to take my monthly. I'm going to take my yearly, 51,052, divided by 12. And for my monthly, one moment, let me do this on the calculator. And I get 4,254. So I'm bringing home after taxes $4,254 per month. Let me go through, just because it's a good habit, and put dollar signs next to all my monies. And that is as far as I would like you to get today on this project.